So like, if you have a favorite hobby, would you quit it to get a better job? I mean, my thing is if you have a hobby, can you make it your job? That's what I've done. That's what I'm doing. I enjoy connecting with people. I enjoy being able to converse with others, you know, through the internet, whether it be Twitter or through my website or through social media sites. You know, there's plenty of social media sites out there. I enjoy doing that, and I've been able to create a living off of that. So then again, you don't really have to quit your hobbies to get a better job. You can make your hobby your job. Power.
Let's get one of your bluebell. Let me think. Hold on, let me see. What do you like? What looks good to you, Levi?
What would you like, buddy?
You want a fudge bar?
Yeah.
How you doing today, good sir? I'm doing quite fine. How about you, sir? I'm doing mighty fine. I'm doing swell. All right. I'm walking all by myself. Said I'm talking. Can't you feel the way? Can't you feel the way? Said I'm walking all by myself. Can't you feel the way? Can you feel the way? Can you feel the way?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the car square.
Basically, so we can take debit and credit cards for people who don't bring cash out.
Yeah, so like how many times has it saved you?
How many times did it save me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like making the money versus not making the money.
It actually saves us a lot because, like I said, a lot of people come out here on the water, don't think about the ice cream boat, and you know, then I get customers like Miss Lorraine here, which is a boat captain, and she takes out dolphin tours, island tours, stuff like that, and she comes up and brings her customers. That's high.
There you go. There you go. Wow.
Weather permitted business, no different than like construction and stuff like that. So, weather permits, we can do good. We make a living.
There you go.
I'm not gonna get rich. It's not $1 million
Levi,
idea.
come here.
But it's a living.
Where can people find you?
Anywhere in St. Andrews Bay. They can actually hit me on channel 16. Just come across that. It is an emergency channel, so just come across.
Channel 16, you say?
Channel 16 on your VHF. Just say, hey, ice cream, and I'll come out and I'll come find you.
Sweet, sweet. So how long have you been doing, like, was this something you wanted to do or something that just evolved into it?
It's just something involved into this, and then, you know, we get kids out here all the time, and it evolved into a business. We sell an experience. We don't sell ice cream.
I tell you what keeps you motivated to keep on doing this? I'm sure you have dead days, better days than others.
Just coming out and watching the smile on kids' face, man, that's priceless. I've pulled up to boats and given $50, $60, $70, $100 worth of ice cream away. Just people don't think to bring money out here, and then, you know, I can't be mad about that. Kids come out, they gotta have ice cream.
Sweet,
and
sweet.
That is what it's all about.
Can you tell my audience who your name is?
Aristotle Lawson.
Thank you so much.
But the boat's the ice cream boat. And you can find me all over. I go all the way down Panama City Beach. I travel all through the bay. I usually can make about 4 to 5 runs a day. So if you can't find me, I'll do my best to find you.
To Shell Island. Never been on a boat like this. Got my life jacket on. I've been safe. So, what are some topics like that you can feel inside the power within movement of women? Can you give us some things that you all could talk about within power, within the whole women movement? Can you empower us some? Give us some power. Give us some juice, please.
We definitely encourage women to stay strong, to keep their heads strong, to not let anyone put them down or tell them that they can't, but to just come up on their own, whether you have a significant other or not, whether you're a single mom or single and an independent woman such as myself maybe. We just encourage you to come up, to pursue what makes you happy, whatever career that could be, whatever your dream is, whatever your goal, your passion is, just go after it, and you can do it every day. Just put your mind to it. Whatever ideas you have, write them down, video yourself, whatever it is, and then later you can see a progress in your life and maybe even make a change or a difference.
Well, just like Dee said, just always stay reaching towards your goals, always see what you want and go for it. Life is hard. It's normal for things to come up and go down, but just keep going, keep striving to always come out on top and reach your goals in life.
Well, could you all tell me a little bit about how do you all keep yourself motivated at whatever it does? Lady D, she's on this hustle thing. She's working her jobs and doing things like this. And Amber K, you work a job that's consistent all the time, working these steady hours. Sometimes could just be like over, well, and done. Same with Lady D, just all these times and hours that just do well over and done. Could you please give us some motivation? What is it that keeps you all going? Because you're doing YouTube videos. You all are working on your all's brand activation. I know a lot of people see the makeup setting out. You all have been working on these things, but how do you all keep motivated to just continue to do so much at one time? Could you spill some on the camera for me, please?
Well, not only do I invest any free time that I have into my YouTube videos, into my career and building up, which is all going to tie in once I am done with my schooling. But whether you have that schooling background or not, you can still create your own brand, your label, and you can, whether it's by pictures, videos, whatever, sharing things, you can create a brand for yourself and work up. But not only in that, we also have our own personal jobs. You know, we have to hustle to make a living. You know, everybody has to eat. So, you know, we definitely work hard on a daily basis. I personally work 2 different jobs, and like I said, on my free time.
Those two different jobs that you work, Lady D, like when you're working those 2 different jobs, like I know sometimes you got to be like, man, is this ever
I don't sleep.
Yeah, well, so like, speak to these people about this non-sleep effort. What is? I mean, I'm sure sometimes, like, speak to them about that. How does this feel? Like, how do you overcome it?
I'm just like so motivated just by my passion that I have this drive. I don't know. It just, I wasn't, you know, I've always worked since I was 15. That's a whole nother topic. But there was a period just last year that I went without working for a few months, you know. And now that I'm back and I have this confidence, I can't, if you see me this time last year, I would not have the same confidence I do today. But I have this motivation and to work hard and to get my own money, especially because I'm doing it by myself. So I want to do it for myself, to come up and to be on a come up. You know, I want to make a name for myself and help others that are just as I am. Maybe you have lost everything in your life. Maybe you don't have nothing. Maybe you're going through a hard time. But we can come up from that. You know, there's always more time to build and that you can invest in to do better, and then that will bring eventually, with your time investment, it'll bring a wealth investment.
Amber K, tell me a little bit about it. Like, what keeps you motivated, even though you work these hours, even though you're pushing it out? What is it that keeps you motivated? I mean, dang, I mean, you're doing a whole lot, huh? What is it that keeps you motivated?
Well, the fact that I enjoy to have my own house and have my own things, and I have 2 children that need things. So I'm constantly always having somebody that does look up to me for something or that does need something. Even if it's not myself, I still have 2 children and also a husband that do need things, and I as well do need things in life. So if we want to keep living and keep enjoying life for what we have, for even on the time off, enjoying the time off, you have to work for it so you can play later.
Ryan Cox.
Ryan Cox. What do you do?
I'm a DJ.
DJ. You do it just locally? You got surrounding areas? Where's your biggest fan base? Or?
Well, I guess if you're speaking in terms of fan base, I got a couple different like concepts that I do. You know,
Go ahead.
I have a kind of like a teen party series that I promote to, so I have a fan base that's like lower 20s, upper teens that knows me for like doing more rave type events, and then I guess the other demographic would be like a 30 plus demographic that I do special events throughout the year for Thunder Overload, Kentucky Derby, Thanksgiving, Halloween, New Year's type parties, and of course DJ those, but I'm also like kind of social media specialist, so do a lot of marketing through social media. So to answer your question, I guess I mostly stick around Louisville, but then my friend and kind of part-time manager, he's in Florida, so he puts me on a lot of stuff down in Florida, Tampa, and Miami area. So I get down there,
I got the audio.
At least,
Go ahead.
Once every
I'll go around.
couple months to work on events.
What was your wow moment? Like, you had one moment. It could either be like an embarrassing story or just a moment like, wow, this came out of me. Like, I did this never.
This wasn't anything I did personally. In the entertainment business, a lot of things come down to connections, relationships, and sometimes strokes of luck. They say you can be lucky or you can be prepared, and it's good when you're both. So I had a situation where someone that I partnered on an annual event called the Phillies and Stallions Derby event here in Louisville on. He was working with Major League Baseball for their annual. He was working with Major League Baseball for their annual All-Star game, and throwing the official pre-party for that.
So you were DJ for the pre-party?
So yeah, I DJ'd that event, and it was me and Macklemore and Snoop Dogg. DJ Vice. So that was like kind of a moment where I just got put in a situation where I kind of got lucky because of a relationship, but also I was prepared for the moment. Went and rocked house with Macklemore and Snoop Dogg. One was a Grammy winner, and the other one's like what was that like?
What was that like?
Snoop didn't come out of his trailer, for obvious reasons. He was attending to business in there, but I, did get to meet him. I didn't get to meet Macklemore, but I was right there, kind of like on stage during the performance for Snoop.
Well, you were one of the four names that also included Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, and then DJ Vice, he's like a legendary DJ as well. So I was, definitely that would definitely be the highlight of my career at this point.
Yeah, as far as I heard you talking about social media. People are like, well, I just got a Facebook. That's all I'm going to use. What do you have to say about that?
I would rate, every social media platform as being equally important. If I had 3,000 or 4,000 people that I could have fans on any platform I want, I'd probably, spread them across Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter equally. Because they all play their particular role. Most people specialize in one that's their strong suit and maybe ignore the others, but I think trying to be proficient at all three of the major ones. I don't really Snapchat as much because I feel like it's a little bit more a glimpse into your personal life, and I try to stay a little more private as far as like my day-to-day moments and stuff. But I use Instagram, Twitter, Facebook to keep people up to date on what I have going on, and I think they're all important. But to people out there thinking about their social media, I would stress the importance of formulating your content to be appropriate for each individual platform. Because if you put the same content on each platform, you're missing the point of why there are 3 different platforms, essentially between Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So for instance, if you're just sharing your Instagram to your Facebook, or sharing your Instagram to your Twitter, and you think that's covering all your bases, it's really not, because as a Twitter user, I can recognize instantly that you are just sharing information from another platform onto that platform, and therefore, why would I follow you on Twitter if it's just your Instagram feed?
That's really powerful. You said that. The other day, I was looking at I do blogging, and I don't know if you're into the blogging world or not, but I found out the hard way. It's not good to copy and paste and just add on. It doesn't really add traction. What's a good way that you found out to add traction? Like, how do you get that viral video? How do you get that viral piece of content that they'll just spread across the masses? What do you do to get that?
Shit. Am I allowed to cut something?
Sorry, you guys. The damage has been done.
As far as going viral, you gotta have one of 2 different elements, and I think that would be either consistency, where you build rapport to your audience and you upload to the platform frequently enough to keep their interest, and therefore, you captivate, their interest and their attention on a daily basis, to the point where, eventually you're gonna hit the Powerball on a video and something's gonna catch because it was extremely clever, or because your fan base is loyal and they're trying to support you. But
otherwise, you could go for like
the other thing I think you would need to have is what I just mentioned, is something clever that is completely unique and gives people a reason to click the share button, whatever that be, whether it be humor or like a real situation that you're trying to shed light on or something. But I wouldn't suggest being thirsty and saying, "Hey, please share this," because there's so much disposable content out there, and anything that when you say that, it makes people kind of want to do the opposite. So I would say, you're more beneficial to just stay consistent and be genuine, and if that product that you present, which is your true self, is worthy of going viral, then it'll kind of take care of itself organically.
How long have you been at the hustle?
I've been DJing since just turn it around. Excuse me. Cabbage with Brussels sprouts. See me every time.
Does that mean we're turning around? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think so.
Stopped. Okay, so how long have you been DJing?
It's about 15 years.
15 years? Okay.
Which I haven't been DJing since I was 5 years old. I started when I was a freshman in college. So I guess I'm feeling my age in that situation, because Corey, if he'd been DJing 15 years, he would have been DJing just 5 years. Because look at that baby face.
He's 27, right? He's been DJing for 17 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, he told my daughter that, and she's still amazed. She's like, Corey said he's been DJing since he was 10. I'm only 8, so I can start DJing in 2 years.
Just like that.
Oh man, I got my daughter a Mix Track Pro, man. Remember those little Newmark controllers? She was 2 years old when I got her that thing. Had an HP computer, have her set up on one side, because she always, if you have kids, you'll find out you're on the turntables trying to practice. Your 2-year-old's gonna be
trying to get up there with you.
My daughter's just gonna DJ on straight iPad. That's all they're gonna need, here in the next 5 years, is to be all iPad based. I mean, it's gonna be fluent hand movements, 4 stroke to the side, and should be controlling that. I've seen some crazy stuff out there.
Yeah, it's weird. Technology is definitely it's not what it's just really every single year there's something new that's going to come out. It's just going to grow. Can you tell us what your social media is? How can we find you?
It's Ryan Cox with 2 X's, so RyanCoxx on all platforms.
Sweet.
Nice talking to you.
We're on the Louisville News Cruise. This is Derby Week 2017. We're getting it in on the best weather day of the week, supposedly.
Surely has been.
Mark Weinberg, don't fail me. Actually, you failed me because Mark Weinberg, you predicted thunder wrong. You got it wrong. You said it was going to be shitty. It was beautiful. And this time, you're telling me it's going to be shitty again. It better be beautiful again on Derby Day. I want your job, Mark Weinberg. You only got to be right 40% of the time to get that salary.
He's coming for you.
I know you got all those followers.
He's coming for you.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Jason Mudd here. Just put a new post up on yeslouisville.com, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit because it's something that I think is really, really important. I was looking at my Instagram feed this morning, and I saw a post by @snapped-off-lens. There's snap.off.lens, and he does some awesome photography, always has a great message that he puts with it, and this morning he had a great picture of a butterfly. And the caption was, you have the choice, something along the lines of, you have the choice to make today great. And I was really inspired by that today. Because I'm a firm believer in your life is how you choose it. And getting into what this blog post was about, which I would ask that everybody go and check it out, we are faced with 2 choices every day, and everybody's faced with this when they wake up in the morning. You can choose to be a victim, or you can choose to have a leadership mentality. And I'm going to break that down. What I think that means is the victim is someone that everything happens to you, and it's easy to fall into a victim mentality. It's easy to feel as if almost as if you're preyed upon. I know that's that may be a little bit you're kind of getting a little bit nature type with that, but that's kind of what it is. When you're a victim, everything's happening to you, people are out to get you. That leads to you falling in line with that. When you have a victim mentality, people sense that type of energy coming off of you, and it almost dictates the fact that you almost do become a victim. The other side of the coin, as it were, you can choose to have a leadership mentality, and what that means is that basically everything is happening for you, and you are a player in this game of life. There's so much about this world that we don't know. We think that we do. Science has discovered so many of the workings behind everything, but there are so many whys as far as why things happen that we have absolutely no idea about. So I think there's a lot to be said on kind of writing your own path. And when you wake up in the morning and you, if you perceive that these 2 choices exist, one, I think that you're on a better plane than most people, because I think a lot of people just roll through life. They actually don't recognize the fact that there are choices like this. And I think recognizing that is a huge player in being able to actually make the choice itself. So if you've made that choice that there are choices and you recognize that, kudos to you. So now I can't fathom that anybody would actively choose to be the victim in any situation. I guess most people that don't recognize the choice are predestined to be a victim. Now you get people that have that type A personality that whether they recognize that choice or not, they're going to act a certain way, and so that may give the illusion that they're kind of fighting for that, but I don't think that that's the case. I think that you've got to recognize what's going on. I think that's very, very important.